Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we've got an interesting one because we are talking about the FBI, that is the Federal Bureau of Investigation, because they are taking it upon themselves to actually hack in and patch your email server, assuming you have a Microsoft Exchange server in your business. Here's what's going on. It's coming from a couple of different sources, but I am actually cribbing this from The Verge. Now, the FBI is trying to protect hundreds of computers infected by the Hafnium hack, basically by hacking them themselves using the original hacker's own tools. Now, this basically attack, which affected tens of thousands of Microsoft Exchange Server customers around the world and triggered a whole government response from the White House, reportedly left a number of backdoors that could let any number of attackers into systems again. So, the FBI took advantage of that and started using those same web shells and backdoors to remotely basically log in, delete themselves, and fix that problem for organizations. And to quote the Justice Department, the FBI conducted the removal by issuing a command through the web shell to the server, which was designed to cause the server to delete only the web shell identified in the unique file path, and there you go. Basically, you delete that, and then the Hafnium attack cannot happen. The crazy part here, though, is that the owners of these Microsoft Exchange servers probably don't realize that the FBI has actually done this for them. The Department of Justice says it's merely, quote, attempting to provide notice to owners that they essentially attempted to, quote unquote, assist. Now, it's doing all of this with the full approval of a Texas court, according to the FBI. The FBI also said that thousands of systems were patched by their owners before it began essentially its own removal process of Hafnium, and that it only removed, quote, removed one early hacking group's remaining web shells, which could have been used to maintain and escalate persistent unauthorized access to U.S. networks. The charter of the FBI is domestic, and so according to their charter, they wouldn't be hacking into Exchange servers in Canada or Europe or anywhere else in the world. It would be within the United States. And so I think this is actually an interesting one because, truthfully, Microsoft was slow in its initial response, but Microsoft Exchange customers have also had over a month to patch their own servers after several critical alerts, not just from Microsoft, but from news organizations all over the place, including myself. This was as big as SolarWinds, although it did not get as much press, but everybody knew about this, especially if you've got some decent IT or cybersecurity in your life. So, it's going to be curious. I'm actually going to be really curious to see what the public does, how the public reacts, and also how the companies will respond to a federal law enforcement agency simply using a vulnerability they had to get into their systems to fix them. The FBI claims, obviously, that all they did was delete the ability for Hafnium, basically a Hafnium attack to get into the system, therefore protecting it. But if they were able to get in, that means they could also do more things. And so I think that the conspiracy theories are going to be ramped up to the nth degree on this one. I am fully expecting people like the QAnon crowd to really take this and run the ball with it. And so I think as this leaks out, we are going to start to see the conspiracy theories ramp up as I told you, they're surveilling us and they're even getting our email. So I think this is what we're going to see. I'm glad that people are getting patched. I'm not necessarily glad the FBI is doing it, for the record, but if you have a Microsoft Exchange server, you need to update it. This is obviously a very serious problem, and that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, everyone.